A single touch lasting less than 3 seconds can trigger a neurochemical response in a woman's brain, powerful enough to create feelings of emotional bonding that last for hours. That is not a romantic idea. That is biology. And yet most men spend their entire lives using words, trying to say the right thing, find the right line, create the right impression, while completely ignoring the one channel of communication that bypasses logic entirely and speaks directly to emotion. Today, we are going into 5 specific touches that create deep attraction, not because they are tricks, but because they communicate things words are simply not built to say. And number 4, pay close attention when we get there. That one works on a level most men never even think about. Before we get into the list, understand something first. Mature woman is not easily impressed. She has heard the compliments, she has sat through the carefully planned conversations. She has watched men perform confidence they did not actually have. What she responds to is different. What moves her is not what you say. It is what she feels when she is near you. And touch, done with awareness and intention, is the most direct path to that feeling. Psychologist Matthew Hertenstein conducted research showing that humans can communicate distinct emotions through touch alone, without words, without facial expressions, with accuracy rates approaching 80%. 80%. Most conversations don't come close to that level of emotional precision. So let's talk about the 5 touches that actually matter. Number 1, the slow lower back placement. Not a quick pat, not a push. A slow, warm, steady placement of your palm on the small of her back, while walking into a room, guiding her through a crowd, standing beside her at an event. The lower back contains one of the densest concentrations of nerve endings connected directly to the brain's emotional processing centers. A slow, confident touch there activates what psychologists call a protective bonding response. Her nervous system reads it as safety, and safety is the foundation of every deep emotional connection. For a mature woman who has spent years being her own protector, this gesture communicates something rare. It says, "You don't have to carry everything alone right now." And that quiet message is more powerful than most men realize. Number 2, the two-handed hold. Most people hold hands. That is not what this is. This is when you take her hand and bring your other hand over to cradle it, both of your hands around one of hers. It can happen during a conversation, during a quiet moment, after she has said something vulnerable. Bilateral touch, both hands engaged, creates what neuroscientists call a full presence signal. Her brain interprets it as complete, undivided attention. Therapists use bilateral contact techniques specifically to help people feel emotionally grounded and safe. For a woman who has spent years with men who were physically present but emotionally absent, this touch is the contrast she didn't know. She was waiting for number 3, the back of the neck touch. This one requires trust before it works, which is exactly why it carries so much weight when it does. The nape of the neck is one of the most sensitive and instinctively guarded areas of the human body. When a man places his hand there gently, while sitting beside her, while leaning in to say something, her brain runs an immediate evaluation. Am I safe? Do I trust this person? Does this feel right? When the answer is yes to all 3, the I neurochemical response is immediate. Dopamine and oxytocin release together, which is the precise combination responsible for romantic attachment. A mature woman recognizes this touch immediately. She knows the difference between a man who does it with quiet confidence and a man who does it because he saw it in a film. And that recognition, that awareness of your awareness, is what makes it land. Number 4, the thumb stroke. Adikarshai is the one I told you to pay attention to. And the reason it works is almost unfair. When you are already holding her hand or when your hand is resting near her, and your thumb begins moving slowly, gently, rhythmically across her skin, you are activating a specific class of nerve fibers that respond exclusively to slow, affectionate touch. Researchers call them CT afferents. They connect directly to the insular cortex, the region of the brain responsible for feelings of intimacy and emotional closeness. What makes this touch devastating is its subtlety. You do not announce it. You do not look down at your hand. You simply continue the conversation while your thumb moves slowly across her skin. Her conscious mind may not register it, but her brain does. Completely. And she begins feeling drawn to you in a way she cannot fully explain. which is exactly why it works the way it does. A mature woman who experiences this thinks, "This is just how he is. His tenderness is effortless." And that belief, that your warmth is natural rather than calculated, is what stays with her long after the moment has passed. Number 5, the long hold. Both arms. Chest to chest. No rush. No pat on the back signaling it's over. A full, unhurried embrace that lasts, genuinely lasts. Research published in peer-reviewed journals on psychoneuroendocrinology confirms that extended physical holding triggers significant oxytocin release while simultaneously reducing cortisol, the stress hormone. Her nervous system shifts from tension into openness. Her emotional guard lowers not because she chose to lower it, but because her biology responded to yours. Relationship researcher John Gottman has recommended prolonged holding as one of the most effective tools for rebuilding emotional trust. Not because it feels good, but because it works at a level deeper than feeling. For a woman who has held herself together through more than most people know, an unhurried embrace that does not let go tells her something she may have stopped believing: that she is worth staying for. Every touch on this list requires the same two things: awareness and patience, not performance, not strategy. Just the willingness to slow down, be present, and understand that real connection is built in small, intentional moments, not grand gestures. A mature woman does not fall for the loudest man in the room. She falls for the one who makes her feel something quiet and certain, something she cannot immediately explain but absolutely cannot ignore. Presence is the most powerful thing you carry. Use it deliberately. If this gave you a different way of seeing connection, subscribe to Silent Power. Every week we break down the psychology behind attraction, human behavior, and what it means to truly understand people at a deeper level. Drop a comment below. Which of these 5 do you think most men overlook completely? This is Silent Power, and I'll see you in the next one.